Thank you very much. One of the greats of all time, Brian Trottier, passing down the words of wisdom, and he ought to know. But with him flashing those rings as well. Welcome to Hockey Night in Canada. What a blessing it is to be with you. As always, George Stroumboulopoulos here tonight. His New York Islanders in action tonight against the Ottawa Senators. The Montreal Canadiens are in rally, and the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's been a while since they had a win against the Blues in overtime. In fact, the last time the Leafs beat the Blues in regulation, it was scored by Steen. That was the game-winning goal, Alex Steen for the Leafs, and of course we know what he's done with the St. Louis Blues. We'll check in with David Amber and Chantal Desjardins in a second, but let us start in St. Louis with Christine Simpson. Chris?
Thank you very much, George. Yeah, the goalie carousel continues for the Maple Leafs with James Reimer re-aggravating his injury. It'll be Garrett Sparks getting the start again in net tonight. Antoine Bibeau up from the Marlies to back him up. Combined, both Leafs in the net have a combined 2 NHL games experience. Now for the St. Louis Blues, expect some changes coming off of their loss last night to the Islanders. Joel Edmondson, Scotty Upshall, and Magnus PRV expected to draw back in. Jake Allen will get the start in net. Now let's send it to Chantal Desjardins in Raleigh.
Thanks, Christine. After calling Thursday's loss to the Capitals one of the best games his team has played all season, Canadiens coach Michel Therrien is opting for a single change tonight. For Daniel Carr will make his NHL debut in place of Devontae Smith-Pelly. Now, it's for the last place Carolina Hurricanes. Coach Bill Peters is hoping that call-ups Jacob Slavin, Brock McGinn, and Phil DiGiuseppe can provide a much-needed spark. As a result, Chris Versteeg, Riley Nash, Mikael Jordan are all out. In net is Mike Condon for the Habs and Cam Ward for the Canes. Now over to David Amber in Ottawa.
Hey Chantal, we have a fantastic matchup tonight here in Ottawa. Two of the hotter teams in the National Hockey League. Already this week, the Islanders have beaten both the Rangers and the Blues. As for the Senators, they've won 5 of their last 7 games, and more good news for them, Mika Zibanejad. He missed last game with a concussion. He'll return to the lineup tonight. But the guy to keep an eye on tonight, and you guys gave him a lot of airtime in our pregame, is Mike Hoffman, deservedly so. 8 goals in his last 6 games. I asked head coach Dave Cameron, what's going on with Hoffman this year? He said, well, last year he was a rookie. He was a little insecure. He now knows he belongs in the NHL. The starting goalies, Craig Anderson and Yara Halak. First of 3 meetings, George, between these teams.
David, Chantal, Christine, thank you so much. There you see it, the Leafs and the Blues on CBC Sportsnet. You've got the Habs and the Canes and the Isles and the Sens over on City. Later tonight, the Bruins and the Vancouver Canucks. Beautiful night of hockey.
Welcome back to PNC Arena, where we are joined by Daniel Carr. Daniel, first shot, first shift, first goal. Did you think the NHL would be this easy?
I don't know if it's easy. I mean, that's a great play by Christian Thomas down low there and Brian Flynn, and I kind of just reaped the rewards.
What did Coach Therrien tell you he expected from you before your first game?
I mean, just play your game and do things you do well, and I think so far our line's done a good job just getting pucks in and kind of going to the net.
I know your family's here tonight. How special is this night, not only for you, but for all of them as well?
I was pretty lucky. I mean, my mom was in Montreal and I wasn't playing, and with my dad, and then they were kind of like, they're pondering whether to come or not, and they decided to come, and it's awesome having them here.
Thanks, congrats, Dan.
Thank you.
Tied at 1 after 20 minutes, back with the second period after this. Back in Carolina, tied at 2, here now with Jeff Skinner. Jeff, you're able to tie things up with that first period goal on Mike Condon. Condon's reasonably new to the league, so there isn't really a book on him yet. What do you do against someone like that?
I think Jordan made a pretty good pass to me, and I was kind of found some space out there in front of the net. Just try to put it up over the pad. I think most goalies, they get around in front of the net, they cover the bottom half pretty well, so just try and get it up over his pad.
Despite the record so far this season, you guys actually have really good underlying numbers. The goals just aren't going in. How do you feel about the way the Canes are playing so far?
Yeah, we've been a bit snake-bitten in some of our games. We've been in a lot of games that could have gone either way, but we got to sort of focus on the present and getting the job done here in the third period.
Thanks, Jeff. Good luck.
Thanks.
Tied at 2 after 40 minutes. Third period action coming up after the break.